Ladies and gentlemen, don't mind the horrifying looking Joel Embiid face creation right here, because trust me, it's better when you actually have, this screen and everything up here. But this video is coming very, very soon. Once, I have all these other tips and tricks videos out here for all of you Christmas noobs out there that is playing the game. But as you can see from the title, obviously you guys know that you're able to name your players. So one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to show you guys how you guys can change the name of your players if it like bugs out and changes the name, because there is a little bug in the game that happens where it can like sometimes change your name on a player if you're like in the builder and you're changing the name on the builds and the builder and all this stuff. And if you go back to a player that you already have out, and for some reason you see that the name has changed, here is a guaranteed way of getting it to work every single time. So one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to show you guys the build, one build that I am going to do it on, because I don't really play on it a whole lot as of right now, and that is going to be this DeMarcus Cousins build right here. I'm going to go over here and show you guys this DeMarcus Cousins, and this is who I'm going to use as the example here. So as you can see, obviously his name is DeMarcus Cousins, as you can see, because I have a personalized jersey on him. So we have DeMarcus Cousins. So how do we actually do the strategy in order to get the name to change? That is a question that is going to be answered with the strategy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to obviously load up this player, the player that you are wanting to have the name changed on, and we are going to go back into the builder here, and I have like all these different builds. You're just going to go to like a random slot, a random open slot, and just go into the builder. Now once you find like an open slot or something like that, obviously I'm going to probably just change out one of these other ones here. I'm just going to do this. You can do anything that you want here. Just make any build that you want. But one thing that I am going to do is I'm just going to, just for an example, show you guys, I'm just going to rename him to Boogie, and he's just going to be Boogie Cousins. This doesn't really matter, but if you want to change it, you can. I'm just going to change it because why not? And you can really just make any build here that you want. So say for an example, you're just looking at builds and you might be interested in that build eventually. Then you can just obviously make the build, and then you can come back to it later if you are interested in it. Just totally up to you. So say for an example here, I want a balanced power forward, and we see a dynamic 4, jack of all trades, stat sheet stuffer, versatile beast. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to make a versatile beast. It doesn't matter. You just go in here and it says shades of, whoever the shades of is for that build that you choose. You can do it for templates. You can do it for community builds, just any builds really at all. So once you are in this little section here of the builder, and the build is like kind of created here, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to edit, and you're going to back all the way out. You see that it still said Boogie Cousins. We're going to back out, go to my team, immediately go back into a different mode here. So in this case, we're going to my team, and we're just going to immediately go to my team, or the my team menu, back out of that, and then we're going to immediately back out and load into the build that we were just on. Now once we load in, it's going to pop up with the pause menu most of the time, but as you can see, we went back in and it changed our name to Boogie Cousins on this build. It's pretty much a guaranteed way of changing your build name. I don't know what really causes it, but if you're like loading into the city or somewhere like in the city where the menu, where this pause menu pops up right here, all you got to do is just back out of the menu first, make sure that your character is fully loaded in, and then you'll pause and then take a look just to see if it actually changes. So that's pretty much how you change a player name on any build that has been created. So yeah, so if you make a player, like say for an example that you're somebody that makes you know, like a build, and then you want to change the name on it to represent the player that you're practically representing, or you just want to change the player you're representing because there could be like a couple different ones. For an example, if you're like a two-way shooter, that's like a shooting guard, and it's like you can do like Clay, or you can do Kyle Korver or somebody like that, and you just wanted to change it from one of those players to another. So say for an example, you were like Kyle Korver, and then you want to switch over to Klay Thompson because, you know, it just makes sense. They're both shooters. Then you can easily do that and then do this little glitch to, you know, change the name. So you can go from Kyle Korver, change the name to Klay Thompson this way. Because as you can see, it says Boogie Cousins. It was DeMarcus Cousins, as the same thing on my save file name. But yeah, there you have it. This is how you change the name on your players after you've already created the builds. Let me know what you guys want to see other than this in the comment section below. That's going to be it for me. I'll see you all in the next one.